It's never a good sign when the most dramatic part of a Super Bowl game is Harrison Ford talking about his Jeep. The best part of the game, for me, the best part was listening to Tom Brady pretend he was not ecstatic about Patrick Mahomes not winning Super Bowl #4. The happiest goat is a lonely goat. And I ate a goat, too, now that I think of it. Yeah. Funny, you know, before the game, there were all these conspiracy theories about the NFL rigging it to make sure the Chiefs won, all these crackpots that were very, very passionate with their nonsensical thoughts.
Yeah, the NFL was rigged. We already know who's going to win. The Chiefs is taking it home. There's no reason to watch the Super Bowl.
Okay, and then we'll never hear anything about this from any of you ever again. Kendrick Lamar was the star of the halftime show, which was... This is the kind of thing that can be hard for people who don't follow hip-hop very closely. And so it was nice to see a guy who knew what was going on taking time to explain it to another guy who didn't.
So this song right here, this what he made, like, he was a little upset about everything that was going on, so he had to make them fuck.
I wonder what was going on at Drake's house last night. When the halftime show started, was he like, oh, no, we're out of queso, I'm going to run to the Whole Foods? And there were a lot of big stars at the game. The biggest surprise to me, I have to say, the big shock of the night was learning that Pete Davidson is now dating Kevin Costner. That's... Congrats, Dan. Needless to say, the fans in Philadelphia were fired up. This is their second Super Bowl, only the second one ever, and they avenged their loss to the Chiefs the year before last. After they won the NFC Championship 2 weeks ago, a fan fell off a light pole. The guy climbed, and he fell off, and he died. And they get really crazy there. So the mayor of Philadelphia, in advance of the game, issued a warning begging fans not to do this again.
Please, Philadelphia, I implore you as your mayor, do not climb light poles or anything else.
Makes sense to me, right? But did it make sense to the Eagles fans? Well, they had a lot of fun, I guess, is the message. The other bit of Super Bowl lunacy came from Kanye West, who's making a serious run at the title of worst person in the world. He went literally nuts on Twitter this weekend. And then I guess Twitter wasn't enough because Kanye bought commercial time during the game. Did you see this? In several local markets, including here in LA, we're watching the game, we're watching these commercials after the third quarter. This is what pops up.
So what's up, guys? I spent like all the money.
Teeth are the one thing in his head I wouldn't replace immediately if I was him. How does he still have money? This one, who took the Chiefs because their quarterback's wife likes him.
I guess you have to say that when a quarterback wins as much as he's won, I have to go with Kansas City.
Time to storm NFL headquarters, I guess. The Democrats rigged it again. Trump was at the game. He got a big thrill because some of the crowd booed Taylor Swift when they put her up on the Jumbotron, which, of course, made Harry Conman Sr. very happy. He posted 3 times about this. After the game, he wrote, the only one that had a tougher night than the Chiefs was Taylor Swift. She got booed out of the stadium. MAGA is very unforgiving. And he's cutting off Joe Biden's monthly shipment of Boniva, too, which is not fair. Trump wrote that Biden suffers from poor memory and even in his prime couldn't be trusted with sensitive information, if that isn't the pot calling the kettle on national security. He kept classified documents in the toilet at his golf course. But this is going to be tough news for Joe Biden. You know, they haven't even told him he lost the election yet. At which the prime minister gave a surprisingly honest reaction to meeting him.
For many, many years, I have watched him on television. So it was quite exciting. I was so excited to see such a celebrity on television, to see in person. On television, he is frightening, and he has a very strong personality.
Germany really is the Florida of Europe. That one turned out to be more interesting than the Super Bowl, but the commercials were pretty good. There are a lot of big commercials, big names selling chips and beer and mayonnaise. Every ad agency did their best to outdo the other, and we thought it might be fun to find out how closely people were paying attention to those ads. So we went out on Hollywood Boulevard this afternoon and asked those passing by for their opinions on Super Bowl commercials we made up.
During Super Bowl weekend, the event wasn't just about football. It became a stage for several controversial and headline-grabbing moments involving some of the biggest names in entertainment and politics. The first major talking point emerged when pop superstar Taylor Swift found herself at the center of an unexpected storm. As the Philadelphia Eagles celebrated their Super Bowl victory, some fans in the crowd, particularly from the Eagles' passionate fan base, began to boo Swift. The reason for the booing wasn't immediately clear, but many speculated that it had something to do with Swift's vocal political views. In recent years, Swift has publicly endorsed candidates and spoken out on various political issues, which has earned her both passionate fans and vocal critics. This situation, however, went beyond the typical celebrity backlash. Former President Donald Trump quickly took to social media to weigh in on the matter. In a tweet that immediately went viral, Trump remarked, "MAGA is not as forgiving as they should be." His comments seemed to be a thinly veiled reference to Swift's political activism, suggesting that her past statements might have contributed to the chilly reception from some fans at the Super Bowl. Trump's posts sparked a flood of responses, both in support of his stance and against it, igniting a heated discussion on social media about the intersection of politics and entertainment. As the story spread, it became clear that the Super Bowl, known for its electrifying atmosphere and sports drama, had once again become a breeding ground for unexpected political commentary and celebrity conflicts. Amidst this drama, Kanye West, who has also been no stranger to controversy in recent years, once again made waves on social media. Kanye, who now goes by Ye, has frequently made headlines for his outspoken and often erratic behavior, and his Super Bowl weekend was no exception. The rapper, producer, and fashion mogul took to Twitter, now X, to post a series of bizarre and inflammatory messages, many of which contained offensive anti-Semitism remarks. His posts quickly ignited outrage, with many users condemning him for perpetuating harmful stereotypes and hate speech. These posts were widely condemned by both his supporters and detractors, and social media platforms swiftly took action, temporarily suspending his account. This wasn't the first time Ye had found himself in the midst of controversy, but this particular outburst raised further concerns about his mental health and public conduct. Many critics argued that his actions were a result of his ongoing struggles with mental health, while others felt that his behavior was an intentional ploy for attention. Regardless of the motivation, the incident further cemented Ye's position as one of the most polarizing figures in modern pop culture. His social media suspension was just the latest chapter in a saga that has seen him clash with fellow celebrities, political figures, and the public at large. While Kanye's online outbursts were creating chaos, another high-profile figure was making headlines for his relationship with former President Donald Trump. Elon Musk, the billionaire CEO of Tesla and SpaceX, has long been a subject of fascination due to his bold business ventures and his larger-than-life persona. Recently, Musk's relationship with Trump has garnered significant attention, particularly after Trump publicly expressed his support for Musk in a statement. In a move that was interpreted by many as a sign of growing political alignment, Trump praised Musk for his work and said, "Elon will do anything without our approval when it comes to making decisions." The statement highlighted the unique dynamic between the two, with Musk's independence in the business world and his increasing influence in politics becoming more apparent. Musk has been a vocal advocate for free speech, technological innovation, and environmental sustainability, which has earned him both admiration and criticism. His high-profile acquisition of Twitter, now X, and his ongoing push for space exploration have placed him at the intersection of business, technology, and politics. His relationship with Trump, which had been somewhat distant in the past, has evolved in recent years, with the two figures appearing to share common ground on certain issues. This evolving alliance has been a subject of intrigue, especially as both men continue to shape public discourse in their respective spheres. These events. Taylor Swift's unexpected Super Bowl backlash, Kanye West's controversial social media outbursts, and Elon Musk's growing political ties to Donald Trump have all contributed to the drama surrounding Super Bowl weekend. The Super Bowl, traditionally a time for celebrating sports and entertainment, has now become a platform for celebrities and political figures to clash, troll, and align with one another. For many, it's a reminder that the lines between entertainment, politics, and social media are increasingly blurred, with even the biggest cultural events becoming battlegrounds for personal and political power plays. Fans, media outlets, and social media users have been left to sort through the chaos, trying to make sense of the drama that continues to unfold.